Fans of Foyle's War still hold the critically acclaimed World War II drama close to their hearts, but what has become of the talented cast after 22 years since the show first premiered? From Michael Kitchen's iconic portrayal of the principal detective chief superintendent Foyle to the unforgettable performances of supporting actors, many are curious about the stars' lives and careers today. In this article, we'll uncover what the beloved cast members have been up to in 2024, revealing surprising career moves, personal milestones, and their lasting legacies in television history. Michael Jayston, born on October 29, 1935, played A.C. Henry Parkins in Foyle's War, 2007, a role he began when he was 72 years old. Known for his dignified presence on screen, Michael had a long and varied career spanning over 5 decades, with notable roles in The Pallisers and Doctor Who. However, his personal life was far less serene. He married twice, with both marriages ending in divorce. His first wife, actress Margaret Ashcroft, with whom he had 2 children, tragically passed away in a car accident during their early years together. His second marriage to a fellow theater actress ended bitterly due to his increasing struggles with alcoholism, which damaged both his personal and professional relationships. Michael also endured a long period of financial hardship after being taken advantage of by a former agent, leaving him near bankruptcy for several years. Despite these challenges, he managed to continue working in theater and film, but his later years were marked by isolation and estrangement from family. At the time of his death on February 5, 2024, at the age of 88. Tim Pigott-Smith, born on May 13, 1946, is renowned for his portrayal of Brigadier Timothy Wilson in Foyle's War, 2010, a stern and strategic military officer. Tim was 64 when he took on the role, bringing his decades of acting experience to the screen. Growing up in a military family, Tim faced high expectations and resistance to his desire to become an actor. Nevertheless, he carved out a remarkable career in both television and theater, with standout roles in The Jewel and the Crown and King Charles III. His personal life was marked by a marriage to actress Pamela Miles, with whom he had a son, but their relationship was strained by his battle with depression and the pressures of their respective careers. Despite his critical success, Tim often struggled with feelings of underappreciation, and his mental health issues affected his personal and professional life. Tim passed away on April 7, 2017, at the age of 70 from natural causes, leaving a legacy of significant contributions to the arts alongside a deeply personal struggle for recognition and fulfillment. Alan Howard was born on August 5, 1937, and played Stephen Beck in Foyle's War, 2003, a sharp and strategic intelligence officer crucial to the war efforts in the series. At 66 years old when he began the role, Alan had already built a distinguished career, particularly in theater, including work with the Royal Shakespeare Company. Despite his success, his personal life was marked by hardship. His first marriage ended in divorce after many years, followed by another failed relationship, which left him emotionally distant and struggling with loneliness. The untimely death of his younger brother also deeply affected him, leading to depression and a sense of isolation. Alan faced declining health later in life, suffering from the long-term effects of smoking and stress. He passed away on February 14, 2015, at the age of 77, due to health complications, but left behind a legacy of powerful performances in both theater and television, where he is fondly remembered. Ronald Pickup was born on June 7, 1940, and played Sir Giles Messenger in Foyle's War, 2004, a seasoned politician whose choices had far-reaching impacts on the series' storyline. Ronald was 64 years old when he took on the role, bringing decades of experience in television, theater, and film. While his career flourished, his personal life was far more turbulent. His first marriage ended in divorce, partly due to his struggles with depression, which he battled for much of his life. Although he had a daughter, the family grew distant as his personal issues deepened. Despite these challenges, Ronald continued to act, delivering memorable performances up until his later years. He passed away on February 24, 2021, at the age of 80, after a long illness, leaving behind a respected career but a personal life marked by struggles and family estrangement. Robert Hardy, born on October 29, 1925, portrayed Henry Beaumont in Foyle's War, 2002, at 77 years old, bringing his sharp leadership and tactical acumen to the role. Robert had a distinguished career, with his most famous role being Siegfried Farnan in All Creatures Great and Small. However, his personal life was far more complicated. His first marriage ended in divorce after years of strain, and though he remarried later, his second marriage also faced difficulties, ultimately leading to separation. Robert never had children, and his older years were marked by emotional isolation. As he aged, he struggled with health issues and felt the weight of losing close friends in the acting world. Despite his personal struggles, Robert's professional life remained strong, and he continued to act until his passing. Robert Hardy died on August 3, 2017, at the age of 91, leaving a legacy of remarkable performances but a life marked by personal pain and loneliness. Michael Kitchen, born on October 31, 1948, is best known for portraying Christopher Foyle in Foyle's War, 2002-2015. At the age of 54, he brought to life the steadfast and perceptive detective, embodying a moral compass during tumultuous times. Born into a modest family in Leicester, England, Michael faced financial hardships in his youth, but his talent for acting emerged early, leading him to secure a scholarship to the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art. While his career flourished with roles in classics like Out of Africa and The Russia House, his personal life was riddled with sorrow. His first marriage ended in a bitter divorce after years of estrangement. He later married Rowena Miller, with whom he has 2 sons, but their relationship was marked by long periods of separation due to his work. Tragedy struck when his eldest son suffered a life-altering accident in his teens, leaving Michael burdened with guilt. Professionally, he faced a career slump in the late 80s, nearly pushing him into bankruptcy. Now 76, Michael leads a reclusive life in London, rarely granting interviews, preferring the solace of his garden to the limelight. Anthony Howell, born on June 27, 1971, became a familiar face to audiences as Paul Milner in Foyle's War, 2002-2015. He began the role at 31, depicting a war veteran turned detective sergeant grappling with physical and emotional wounds. Growing up in rural England, Anthony experienced a strict upbringing that often stifled his creative spirit. His father's disapproval of his acting aspirations left Anthony estranged from his family for much of his adult life. Although he found success on stage and screen, including notable performances in Wives and Daughters and The Other Boleyn Girl, his personal life was less stable. His marriage to actress Camille Coduri ended in divorce after years of contention over work-life balance. The couple shares 2 children, Jake and Rosie, who reportedly have a strained relationship with Anthony due to his long absences. Now 53, Anthony remains active in theater but prefers teaching acting workshops, finding fulfillment in mentoring young talent while maintaining a quiet existence in Bristol. Julian Ovenden, born on November 29, 1976, portrayed Andrew Foyle in Foyle's War from 2002 to 2015. The son of a Church of England clergyman, Julian's childhood was marked by frequent relocations due to his father's postings, leaving him with a sense of rootlessness. A talented singer and actor, he studied music at New College, Oxford, before pursuing acting at the Webber Douglas Academy of Dramatic Art. His career took off with Foyle's War when he was 25, but the path to success was not smooth. He struggled with typecasting after the series and faced financial uncertainty. His marriage to opera singer Kate Royal, while initially harmonious, became strained due to their demanding careers. They have 2 children, Johnny and Audrey, but balancing family life proved challenging. Julian also endured a vocal cord injury that nearly ended his singing career and the unexpected loss of a close friend, leaving lasting scars. At 48, Julian continues to perform but lives a quieter life, devoting more time to his family in Surrey. Honeysuckle Weeks, born on August 1, 1979, played the vivacious Samantha Stewart in Foyle's War, 2002 to 2015, at the age of 23. Raised in a bohemian family in West Sussex, Honeysuckle was no stranger to turbulence. Her parents' volatile marriage culminated in divorce when she was a teenager, forcing her to navigate a fractured home life. Her early promise as an actress led her to prestigious schools, but beneath the surface, she struggled with insecurities and the pressure to succeed. Off-screen, Honeysuckle's life has been marked by trials. She married hypnotherapist Lorne Stormonth-Darling in 2007, but their union faced strain, with rumors of separations surfacing over the years. The couple has one son, Wade, yet balancing motherhood and a career in decline took its toll. Honeysuckle made headlines in 2016 after a brief disappearance prompted concern for her mental health. Though she continues to act sporadically, her career never regained its former glory. Now 45, she lives quietly in the countryside, focusing on writing and painting as forms of solace. Tim McMullan, born in 1963, appeared as Arthur Valentine in Foyle's War in 2013 when he was 50. Raised in Hertfordshire, Tim lost both parents in a car accident at the age of 12, a tragedy that deeply shaped his life and fueled his passion for storytelling as a means of coping. He trained at the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art and became known for his distinctive performances, notably in The Crown and Patrick Melrose. Tim, however, has lived much of his life in relative isolation. Though he never married, he had a long-term partner who passed away from cancer in the early 2000s, a loss from which he never fully recovered. Without children or close family, he immersed himself in his work but suffered a stroke in his late 50s, leaving him partially paralyzed. At 61, Tim lives in assisted care in London, still providing mentorship to young actors and occasionally lending his voice to audiobooks. Jay Simpson, born in 1966, took on the role of S.G.T. Brooke in Foyle's War in 2006 at the age of 40. Growing up in a working-class London neighborhood, Jay faced adversity early on when his father abandoned the family, leaving his mother to raise him and his siblings alone. Despite these struggles, Jay pursued acting, finding solace and purpose on stage. His filmography includes roles in Shakespeare in Love and Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, but his career never quite reached the heights he envisioned. Jay married a fellow actor, but their relationship dissolved after years of struggling to balance personal aspirations with family life. The couple has one daughter, Ella, whom Jay adores, though he regrets missing much of her childhood due to his work. He has battled depression and a battle with alcoholism that stemmed from career setbacks. Now 58, Jay remains active in theatre and small-screen roles, living modestly in East London. Jeremy Swift, born on June 27, 1960, exuded charm and comedic wit in his portrayal of Glenville Harris in Foyle's War, 2013. At 53, he brought a delightful mix of eccentricity and depth to the role, embodying a character who resonated with audiences for his quirkiness. Jeremy's childhood was riddled with challenges. Raised in a financially unstable family, he often turned to acting as an escape. Though his career saw moments of brilliance with roles in Downton Abbey and Ted Lasso, his path was far from smooth. Jeremy's marriage to actress Mary Roscoe brought moments of joy, but the couple's inability to have children led to silent heartbreak that lingered for years. In addition, he battled professional disappointments, including being typecast and overlooked for major roles, which deepened his struggles with self-doubt. Now 64, Jeremy resides in London with Mary, focusing on writing scripts and occasionally appearing in smaller projects, still haunted by the unfulfilled aspirations of his younger years. Daniel Weyman, born in 1977, entered the world of acting with a passion that burned brightly from a young age, but his personal life often cast a shadow over his career. In Foyle's War, 2013, he portrayed Adam Wainwright, a devoted husband to Samantha Stewart, whose unwavering commitment to justice mirrored Daniel's personal ideals. Starting the role at 36, he brought depth and authenticity to Adam's character. However, Daniel's early life was marked by struggles. Growing up in a working-class household, he faced the trauma of his parents' contentious divorce when he was only 10. His career, while commendable with notable performances in Silent Witness and The Crown, was fraught with insecurities and prolonged gaps between roles. In love, he experienced heartbreak repeatedly, enduring 2 failed engagements before finding solace in a brief marriage to actress Joanna Carter, which ended without children after 3 tumultuous years. Now 47, Daniel lives a quiet life in rural England, teaching acting to aspiring artists while battling chronic depression stemming from years of professional and personal setbacks. Benedict was born on April 11, 1951. He played Captain John Kiefer in Foyle's War, 2006, a charismatic American officer who forms a deep friendship with Foyle during the course of World War II. Captain Kiefer's strength and integrity were key to his character, making him a memorable figure in the series. Jay was 55 years old when he started portraying Captain Kiefer. Born in Burbank, California, Jay's early life was shaped by his family's connections to the entertainment industry. Despite a promising start in Hollywood, his career faced numerous setbacks, and he moved to the UK in the early 1980s to reinvent himself. While he gained recognition for his role in Foyle's War, his career was never as successful as it could have been, and he struggled with bouts of financial instability. His personal life was marked by the breakdown of a marriage, which left him heartbroken, and despite remarrying later, his family life was often strained. He had 2 children, but his relationship with them was distant at times due to his commitment to work. Jay tragically passed away on April 4, 2020, at the age of 68 due to complications from COVID-19. Rupert Vansittart, born on February 10, 1958, lent gravitas to Foyle's War, 2013, as Sir Alec Meyerson, a stern MI5 operative who clashed with Foyle's ethical approach. Rupert, aged 55 when he took on the role, delivered a commanding performance reflective of his extensive experience in British television and film. Behind the scenes, his life bore the scars of personal tragedies. Growing up in a family with high expectations, Rupert endured the pressure of living up to his father's military legacy, which often left him feeling inadequate. Despite an impressive career that included roles in Pride and Prejudice, 1995, and Game of Thrones, he struggled with self-esteem issues stemming from these early experiences. His marriage to actress Emma Vansittart, while enduring, was marked by years of separation due to their demanding schedules, and the couple had no children, which was a source of quiet regret. Rupert also faced a battle with alcoholism during the early 2000s, which nearly derailed his career. Now 66, he has retired from acting and lives a reclusive life in the countryside. Max Brown was born on February 10, 1981. He played Adam Wainwright in Foyle's War, 2010, a young, idealistic detective who was introduced as Foyle's assistant in the later seasons. His character was known for his emotional depth, loyalty, and romantic involvement with Samantha Stewart, adding an additional layer of complexity to the series. Max was 29 years old when he began portraying Adam Wainwright. Growing up in the UK, Max faced a number of challenges in his personal life. As a child, he dealt with bullying due to his shy nature and looked for solace in acting. His career saw significant ups and downs, with early roles in television and film failing to bring much recognition. While his performance in Foyle's War gained him attention, he struggled to find consistent work afterward. He has had a few relationships that ended in heartbreak, and although he was in a long-term relationship for several years, he never married or had children. His romantic life has been marked by a sense of personal loss and missed opportunities for happiness. Now 43 years old, Max continues to work in the entertainment industry, though his career remains relatively low profile. Rupert Fraser, born on March 12, 1947, portrayed Commander Charles Howard in Foyle's War, 2004, bringing an authoritative and composed presence to the role. At 57 years old when he took on the part, Rupert's extensive stage background and experience in British television made him a strong fit for the role. Raised in London, he attended the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art, RADA, setting the stage for a career in both theatre and screen acting. Despite his professional success, Rupert's personal life faced significant struggles. His marriage ended in a difficult divorce, and his relationship with his father, a prominent writer, was strained, leaving him with feelings of isolation. Rupert never remarried and has no children, facing periods of loneliness and disappointment in his personal relationships. Although he enjoyed a stable career, his later years were marked by challenges in finding substantial roles, and his family life remained distant. At 77, Rupert remains involved in small acting projects but has largely retreated from the public eye, preferring a quieter, more private life. Jonah Lotan was born on July 3, 1973. He played Joe Farnetti in Foyle's War, 2006, an American soldier known for his quick wit and humor amidst the horrors of war. His character's lightheartedness and ability to bring levity to grim situations made him a favorite among fans. Jonah was 33 years old when he began the role. Raised in Israel, Jonah faced a tumultuous childhood due to the political instability surrounding his home country. His early acting career was filled with a mix of both success and failure, with minor roles in television and film. However, Foyle's War marked a turning point, providing him with a role that showcased his talent. Despite his growing success, Jonah's personal life was far from easy. He experienced an emotionally painful divorce after a short marriage that resulted in one child. The custody battle that followed drained him emotionally and financially. Later relationships also ended poorly, often marred by misunderstandings and a deep sense of loneliness. At 51 years old, Jonah continues to pursue acting but has focused on more personal projects in recent years. Anthony Flanagan, born on April 11, 1972, appeared as Policeman 2 in Foyle's War, 2002, a supporting role that contributed to the show's realistic portrayal of wartime Britain. At 30 years old when he took on the part, Anthony was still establishing himself in the acting world after training in Manchester. He had a strong passion for theatre but quickly transitioned into television work, and Foyle's War helped to solidify his place in the industry. However, his early life and career were not without hardship. He tragically lost his mother at a young age, which had a deep emotional effect on him. In his personal life, Anthony married in 2006, but the marriage ended in divorce after 5 years. He has one son, Charlie, and despite the end of his marriage, Anthony remains close to his son and finds great joy in fatherhood. Throughout his career, he faced moments of career uncertainty, but he has found stability in his work, continuing to appear in television and theater. Now 52, Anthony leads a more private life, focusing on his acting career and raising his son with more balance and peace than in his earlier years. Brian Poyser, born in 1934, played Reverend Aubrey Stewart in Foyle's War, 2004, at the age of 70. His early life was marked by hardship, losing his father at a young age and experiencing a strained relationship with his mother, which shaped his worldview. Though he found success as an actor, particularly on stage, Brian's career was often inconsistent, with long periods of unemployment. His personal life was similarly troubled, marked by multiple failed relationships and a sense of isolation. He had 2 children, but his emotional distance, fueled by the pressures of his career and personal struggles, strained his relationship with them. In his later years, Brian lived a relatively solitary life, finding comfort in a small circle of close friends. He passed away on January 19, 2009, at the age of 74, after battling a long illness. Despite his personal hardships, Brian is remembered for his work on stage, where he made a significant impact in British theatre. Tom Bennett, born on December 12, 1969, portrayed Ben Barrett in Foyle's War, 2003, a role that brought a mix of charm and complexity to the wartime drama. At 33 years old when he joined the series, Tom had already established himself on stage, with a reputation for strong performances in British theatre. However, his personal life was marred by struggles with substance abuse, which affected both his professional opportunities and personal relationships. Tom's marriage to his college sweetheart ended in divorce after just 3 years, and he never had children. These personal challenges left him feeling disillusioned with love and family life. Despite the difficulties, Tom turned his life around, focusing on his health and rebuilding his career. He gradually transitioned to more television roles and found peace in smaller projects that aligned with his values. Now 54 years old, Tom continues to act but keeps a low profile, enjoying a quieter, more stable life and maintaining a healthy balance between his career and personal well-being. Corin Redgrave, born on July 16, 1939, played ACC Rose in Foyle's War, 2003, at the age of 64. Born into a famous acting family, Corin's career was often overshadowed by both his parents' and siblings' success. While he achieved recognition in both theater and film, his personal life was fraught with challenges. His marriage to actress Kika Markham ended in divorce after years of tension, and their two children, Gemma and Carlo, experienced strain in their relationship with him due to his emotional unavailability and struggles with alcoholism. One of the most painful chapters of Corin's life came when his daughter Gemma fell gravely ill, a tragedy that deeply affected him. In his later years, Corin battled prostate cancer, which he fought courageously but ultimately succumbed to. He passed away on April 6, 2010, at the age of 70. Corin's career and legacy are defined by his powerful performances, but his personal struggles and family hardships add a poignant layer to his life story. Polly Maberly, born in 1976, played Edith Milner in Foyle's War, 2008, at the age of 32. Growing up in a difficult environment, Polly faced personal tragedy early in life with the loss of her younger brother, which left deep emotional scars. Although she found some success in acting, including notable roles in both TV and theater, her personal life was marked by challenges. Her first marriage to actor Adrian Dunbar ended in a painful divorce, and she raised two children, Tom and Lily, who grew emotionally distant as she struggled to find balance in her life. Polly's life was further complicated by the death of her mother from a terminal illness, which led her to retreat from the public eye. In recent years, she has focused on a quieter life, turning to painting, gardening, and writing, staying largely out of the spotlight. Now 47, Polly's career has slowed down, but she remains passionate about her creative pursuits and enjoys a peaceful, private life with her children. Andrew MacLachlan, born on February 27, 1941, is best known for his role as Dr. Mark Rogers in Foyle's War, 2006, a dedicated and compassionate wartime doctor. He was 65 when he portrayed the character, bringing a sense of empathy and wisdom to the role. Raised in a modest household after the death of his father, Andrew's early years were fraught with emotional challenges. Despite finding success in television, with roles in The Bill and Holby City, Andrew struggled with personal battles, including chronic anxiety and depression. His two marriages, first to actress Fiona McCardle and later to Linda Armitage, were marked by emotional strain, and though he had two children, his family life was often tumultuous. Despite these personal struggles, Andrew continued to work in acting, but his mental health and occasional health issues hindered his career's consistency. He passed away on February 4, 2019, at the age of 77, following a period of ill health, leaving behind a legacy of both triumphs and tragic losses. John Wood, born on July 5, 1930, took on the role of Sir Michael Waterford in Foyle's War, 2004, playing a character whose influence played a crucial role in the wartime drama. John was 74 when he appeared in the series, but his career trajectory was not without hardship. Growing up in a working-class family, John faced the loss of his father at a young age, which left him with a deep sense of responsibility and a drive to succeed. His early life in London was marred by financial strain, and he often struggled to make ends meet before finding success as a stage actor. His personal life was equally turbulent. His first marriage to actress Julia Mackenzie ended after several years due to his increasing emotional distance and infidelity. John had one child, a son, who grew up distant from him. The breakdown of this relationship, coupled with the pressures of maintaining his career, led to bouts of depression that plagued him throughout his life. Despite these challenges, John remained a respected figure in theater, and his final years were marked by personal reflection and reconciliation. He passed away on August 6, 2011, at the age of 81, due to natural causes. Anne Beach, born on June 7, 1938, portrayed Hilda Greenwood in Foyle's War, 2007, playing a character who added warmth and lightness to the series. and was 69 years old when she took on this role, though her path to fame was marked by both success and personal heartbreak. As a young woman, Anne was a rising star in theater, earning critical acclaim for her roles in classic productions. However, her personal life was fraught with tragedy. Anne's first marriage to actor and director Edward Bennett ended in divorce after a tumultuous decade of emotional and financial strain. The couple had one son, Richard, who tragically died in a car accident at the age of 22, a devastating loss that left Anne grieving deeply for the rest of her life. Her second marriage was no less difficult, marked by years of conflict and eventually separation. Despite these painful experiences, Anne found solace in her acting career, becoming a beloved character actress on stage and screen. She also devoted herself to charity work, helping others cope with grief and loss. And passed away on March 9, 2017, at the age of 78, after a long battle with illness. Peter Blythe, born on September 14, 1934, played GRP Captain Lawrence Smythe in Foyle's War, 2004, a figure of authority known for his tactical brilliance. At 70 years old when he took on the role, Peter's career spanned decades, including notable performances in The Lion in Winter and The Last Emperor. His childhood, however, was marred by the loss of his mother at an early age, which left him emotionally scarred and shaped his view of the world. Though he built a successful acting career, Peter's personal life was often filled with quiet sadness. He married actress Anne Stollybras, but their union ended in divorce, and they had no children, which Peter later regretted. Throughout his life, Peter wrestled with a sense of insecurity and the pressure to live up to the expectations of his family. Despite his acting accomplishments, he often felt overshadowed by other stars. He passed away on June 27, 2004, at the age of 69, following a sudden heart attack, leaving behind a legacy of skill and sorrow in equal measure. Keith Barron, born on August 8, 1934, played David Barrett in Foyle's War, 2006, at 72 years old, adding a mix of charm and complexity to the role. Over the years, Keith built a successful career in television, film, and theater, with Foyle's War being one of his standout later roles. Despite his professional success, Keith's personal life was troubled by two failed marriages, both ending in divorce. His first marriage suffered from infidelity, while his second ended due to emotional distance, leaving him without children and with a sense of loneliness. Additionally, he faced financial struggles and ongoing health issues in his later years. Nevertheless, Keith remained committed to his craft, continuing to act until his death on November 15, 2017, at the age of 83. His legacy is defined by his work on screen, but his personal life was filled with heartache and solitude. Nigel Terry was born on August 15, 1945, and played Hugh Jackson in Foyle's War, 2004, a character whose steadfast determination played a key role in the series. At 59 years old when he began the role, Nigel had already established himself as a respected actor with a successful career in both film and television. However, his personal life was riddled with challenges. Struggling with substance abuse in his younger years, Nigel's marriage ended in divorce, and his addiction led to feelings of isolation and emotional turmoil. Despite his career achievements, he was often confronted by a sense of personal failure and loneliness. In his later years, Nigel's health deteriorated due to emphysema, a direct result of years of smoking and poor health choices. Even as his health declined, Nigel continued working, but he ultimately passed away on April 30, 2015, at the age of 69, from complications related to emphysema. His death marked the end of a career filled with remarkable performances, though his personal struggles never fully left him. Who's your favorite character from Foyle's War? How do you feel knowing that some of the actors have passed away? Don't hesitate to leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy this content, please remember to like, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you won't miss future videos. Thank you so much.